Assalamualaikum to Dr. Muhammad Sah. In this video, me and my fellow group mates Aimi and Nuramyra Natasha are going to be presenting about our final project. Here is the table of contents. So I am going to be presenting about the project introduction and also coding description. Afterwards, Aimi will be explaining about the pipeline process of the application and the input and output. And lastly, Nuramyra will be demonstrating the user GUI and be concluding about what we have learned from making this project. So first of all, the project introduction. For the description of the application that we are going to make, it is basically a simple GUI application that processes an input image that which supposed to be something like a signature on a piece of paper or a chalk or some drawings, and make and extract the drawing and make the background turns into white. This is because nowadays in this COVID-19 situation, we have most of the documents are now digitally. Therefore, it will be very hard for people that does not own a drawing tablet to sign and edit the document, especially on signing the document. Therefore, this application lets users transfer the signature that is on a piece of paper to the document by just taking the picture using a normal camera and process it on this application. There are a few methods that we use for this application to work, such as masking, RO operation, image filtering, heuristics approach, and global image thresholding. But the core and the most important feature is on the segmentation, which we use. It is a global image thresholding. And then I will be talking about the coding description. First, it will be the grayscale, and then how we make the color, the sliders, and how the upload works, how the clear works, and how we let users save the image. So first of all, for the grayscale, first in the function here that we are seeing, first the original image is turned into grayscale first by using the RGB2gray function, and afterwards we obtain the segmented image from the original image, and the t value, which is the threshold value, will be later on adjusted by the users. And then afterwards, this segmented image will be treated as a mask, since it's a black and white image. And since it is a logical class, we need to change it into 8-bit by using the aim2uint8 function, so that we are able to perform the logical operation on these two images using the bit or function. So the result of combining these two pictures using the bit or operation results in an isolated signature where the threshold value is above it, and such as drawings. So it results on that. It results on the white background, just as we desired. For the color one, it is a similar approach, a very similar approach, but we just skip one step, which is the part where we change the original image into gray. So we don't do that. Instead, we just use the original image, turn that into create like a mask from there, from the segmentation, the heuristic segmentation, and then do the bit or operation. And afterwards, we found that the image gotten is sort of a little bit dull or like unclear. So because of that, we try to multiply the image by 1.5 so that it looks a little bit brighter. So we have a slider that holds the threshold value. Therefore, users can manipulate the threshold value using the slider and see which one suits best. And then afterwards, same for the color, we use a different slider for the color one, but it basically works the same as the one we did on the grayscale. And then we also offer a slider that will adjust the intensity of the segmented image. How we do this is that we use the imAdjust function, and we let users manipulate the low-in value. So the more low-in value it is, the smaller the range of the pixels, the range of the values that need to be stretched from 0 to 255. And this will intensify the darker parts of the picture. So that is how it is intensified. And for the upload, it's just something simple. We use the UI get file function to let users being able to select an image from any file and folder. Then afterwards, the image is turned into an array using the imRead function, and then the current data of the image is set into the handles. Then lastly, we show this image on two axes, which is the original and the image where it will be shown to be edited. And then for the clear function, it is to let users be able to select another picture. And how it works is just when users click this button, it toggles the visibility to off instead of on. And for the same one, we set the images to all be saved as a PNG format so we can have transparency. Since on the imWrite function, the line there says that since that the array at the back is all value 1, which means that we take all the pixels that is white to become transparent. So the outcome is that the image that the user just saved will actually become transparent instead of having a white background.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aimi Rusdi, and from here on I will be presenting the pipeline process and the input and output of the GUI application. This is where I will be explaining the pipeline process of our application. Firstly, the users will start the GUI application, and the first thing they will do is input or select their desired image for upload. Next is the users will be able to select the segmentation choices of image where we have applied heuristic threshold for the conversion of image. Now the third one is point processing of image, where in this application, as Mirhanieza had explained earlier, uses logic operation OR, which is the not ROY or the bit OR application. Number 4, adjustment is applied as well as point processing, where the feature of multiplication is done for enhancement, and histogram processing is used to adjust the intensity of the image. Once all is done, the image output is revealed and the users will be able to save the output with the transparent background or white background. Next is the topic of number 4, which is the input and output of the application. Here I will be showing 3 kinds of examples to show the features of our application. This is the Iris GUI application to proceed with the image transformation. As you can see, we provided a panel on the left to show the original selected image and a new transformed image on the right. We have also provided user guidance on the bottom left of the application. Not only that, our application tools are all easily used by arranging in one section of the frame. Moving on to the first example, we will show this grayscale image. On the left is a selected unclear background of a black and white signature of a supervisor. The intention is to transform the original image to be on a transparent or white background to apply on a digital document. Starting off by selecting the grayscale button, the image threshold will take over the image on panel 2, showing a white background and a clear black trace of the signature. The enhancement for it can be adjusted on the grayscale slider To enhance or darken the signature, users can adjust the intensity of the slider below to their liking. The second example is by using a colored signature image. By clicking the colored button, the blue tracing text will be maintained. However, the background will be white or transparent. The segmentation is taken over at only the selected color region. To make the color or text clear, adjustment can be made at the color slider. To make the text enhance more, intensity can be adjusted bit by bit at the intensity slider. Lastly, I will show an example using pictures instead of signatures to show the use in a more than one color. Similar to the color image, the color of apples can be adjusted at the color slider, and intensity color can show the brightness of the selected image. The slider shows a little to the left, seeing that it is quite enhanced. If it goes more to the right, the color will be full enhanced even on the background. And for the color slider, it is more to the right to show the visibility of all the colors. If it goes more to the left, the red apple color will be the last to be visible and ended up to be disappearing. So after completing the image transformation, you may click the save button and it will redirect you to the desired folder and would like to save where you would like to save it. Users will be able to input their own file name under the PNG and click the save button. And that is how our application works, and that is the input and output. That is all from me. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nuramyra Natasha Binti Ismalludin. For the presentation of the final project, I will continue by demonstrating our graphical user interface or GUI. So this is our GUI where user will run the operations on our simple applications to convert the signature or stamp text image to be pasted on the digital documentations. So I will be explaining the demonstration through this video. And firstly, as you can see on the bottom left side, we have put a clear instruction of each button and slider that can be used in this application. So this is the panel of original image, and this is a new image that will be edited. And first of all, user can click upload buttons to load the image from their folder. And then firstly select the image, and the image will be displayed on the both panel. Click grayscale and adjust the thresholding value of the image, and user can click on left, right according to their needs. And after that, user can adjust the intensity of the image according to user preference. And when user satisfied with the result, user can click the button save and then create a new file name on your folder and save it. So before that, we're going to our folder. So this is the image, the result of the grayscale image with the transparent background. It only appeared the text image. And moving forward, next, to add a new image, user can click clear buttons to the image will be described. Before that, click upload buttons to load a new image for the color, and then click the color, and then you adjust the color segmentation. And after that, edit the intensity of the image to be more clear, then save it. Create a new name file, and then we go to the folder. So here is the result of the color text. As you can see, the color is more clear and with the transparent background. For the last demonstration, I will use this image to see the detail of our features that used in our application. First, click grayscale to the maximum value, and the result of changing grayscale image using heuristic approach. And then color segmentation, we use multiply to increase the brightness of the image with the clear, and then adjust the intensity of the image for better visions, for better clear. And after that, save the image. Create a new file name for the current image, and then we go to the folder to see the result. So this is the result of the color, and that's it for presentation of our GUI. Moving forward to conclusion, so to conclude the presentation, the features of the project mainly focus on removing the background image to transparent or white background so it can be easier to paste on the digital documentation, especially for students and supervisors. And after that, apply the image masking, but focusing on the uh, image thresholding and segmentation using the global thresholding and heuristic approach, as well as we did filtering to modify the image color and the background. And lastly, partition on the image segmentations area is applied based on the pixels of the image for easy to use to all. So that's all for final presentation from the members of IRIS groups consisting Mirhanieza, Aimi, Rusdi, and also Amira from the section 1. Thank you very much, Doctor. Have a wonderful day and Assalamualaikum.